everyone, my name's Angie. Welcome to my channel. I hope you've had a great week so far. Today I'm going to be sharing 4 new low-carb recipes with you that I'm sure you're going to enjoy. So let's go ahead and get started. We're going to start the day out with ham, egg, and cheese muffin cups. And here I'm just lining my pan with 12 silicone muffin liners and I'm spraying them with oil. First, you want to start your recipe with your base ingredients. Preheat your oven to 400 and you're going to crack 10 large eggs into a bowl. And give that a stir. And then you're going to add 1 teaspoon of salt, 1/4 teaspoon of pepper, mix that well, and then I'm going to add 1/2 teaspoon of garlic powder, 1/2 teaspoon of onion powder, 1/2 teaspoon of dried mustard or Dijon mustard. And make sure that gets mixed up well. Now I'm gonna start adding my cheese. And you're gonna need 2/3 cups of whatever cheese you like. And then I'm gonna start cutting up my ham into small pieces. And you're gonna want 3/4 cups to a cup of diced up ham. Now I'm just gonna fill these with a big spoon till they're almost to the top. This makes exactly 12 full muffins. And then you're gonna want to stick this in the 400-degree oven for 12 to 16 minutes. And this is what they should look like when they're done. Now moving on to broccoli cheddar soup with bacon. This is a recipe that I kind of made up as I went. I am cutting up 5 slices of bacon into 1/2-inch pieces. And then I'm heating up a Dutch oven. I'm gonna just brown those. And while that's browning, I'm going to cut up a small to medium-sized onion. I'm removing my bacon bits, and then I'm going to saute the onion in the bacon grease. And now I'm adding about a cup of carrots. I'm using the small carrots. I'm going to cut them in half, and then I'm going to dice them up into smaller pieces. We're going to add the carrots to the onion mixture and let those soften up. While that's cooking, I'm going to start cutting up some celery. You can use 1 large celery stalk. I'm using smaller stalks here that I'm trying to use up. I'm going to throw those in. Cook all of that till it's tender. I steamed a packet of broccoli, a 10-ounce bag, in my microwave. You just want to partially steam it because it'll cook the rest of the way in the soup. I like to cut mine into smaller pieces. I'm going to add that in. You'll want to add 1 teaspoon of xanthan gum to the vegetables and give it a stir. That will act as a thickener for the soup. While that's cooking, I'm going to add in 32 ounces of chicken broth. And then I'm gonna get out my heavy cream. And you need a half a cup of heavy cream. And I added a couple cloves of minced garlic. And now I'm just adding a cup and a half of shredded cheese. The xanthan gum will thicken it pretty quickly. And now I'm just gonna top it with the bacon and let it simmer for 5 to 10 minutes, and it's done. Next up is Asparagus Alfredo bake. I'm going to be using a pound of asparagus. I'm just washing and trimming the ends of it. And then in a small casserole dish, I'm going to spray some oil and then add the asparagus and kind of spread it out a little bit. To a bowl, I'm going to add a couple cloves of minced garlic, a half a stick of butter, a half a cup of heavy cream. I'm going to melt that for a minute or so in the microwave. Then I'm adding 3/4 cups of Parmesan cheese. Mix that up. 1/4 teaspoon of xanthan gum to thicken it a bit. And then you just pour that over the top and stick it in a 400-degree oven for 18 to 20 minutes. And this is what it looks like when it's done. Now we're on to the dessert part of the video. I'll be making pumpkin chocolate nut bark. So first I'm going to chop up some pecans and I'm going to toast them in the oven for about 5 minutes. On 350. While those are toasting, I'm going to get my chips ready. I'm using 8 ounces of the pumpkin spice chips and 8 ounces of semi-sweet chocolate chips. And these are the Lily's chips. I mentioned before that the pumpkin spice chips were pretty strong and pretty sweet. The semi-sweet chips actually help tone down the sweetness a little bit. And to the pecans, now that they're out of the oven, I'm adding a cup of peanuts. So you'll need 1 cup of each type of nut. I'm gonna mix those up and set it aside. You want to line a jelly roll pan with some parchment or wax paper. Now I'm melting my chips in the microwave. I put it in for 1 minute. Now I'm adding a little bit of coconut oil to both, and you'll do it for 30-second intervals. Then once those are melted, I was trying to kind of make it marbleized, but it ended up just kind of mixing together, which was fine. It tasted good that way. So I'm just gonna pour it onto my sheet pan and smooth it out. And then I'm gonna start adding the nuts to the top of it. Try to get them evenly put on there. And then you want to kind of press them down into the chocolate so that when it hardens, the nuts will stick well. And now I'm just taking a couple more ounces of the pumpkin spice chips and melting that, and I'm drizzling it over the top of it. First in a up and down motion and then zigzagged. you're going to want to put this in the refrigerator till it hardens. And then when it comes out, you can either break it into pieces. I found out that taking a knife and cutting it worked a little better for me. That way you can get more even pieces that way. And then you just want to store it in an airtight container in the refrigerator because Lily's chips will soften up pretty quickly, so I keep my chocolate in the refrigerator. Well friends, I hope you enjoyed today's video. I'll have all these recipes in the description below. I just want to thank you for being here. If you liked my content today, please give me a thumbs up so that my video gets seen by more people. And I'm really looking forward to my next video. I'll be doing some Christmas decorating, and I'll have another meal prep video up in a week. So I'll see you then. I hope you have a great weekend. Thank you for being here. Bye.